before you listen to this, you'll want to listen to Domestic Spying and Corporate Amnesty, quotations 1 of 2. Well, not quotations, parentheses. Anyway, you want to hear the part 1 to really be able to follow this part real good. So check that out. I have that listed in the right panel with the URL, so you can go directly to it. Plus, I'm sure it's over there on the right side. There should be a video clip of it showing in the box on the right.
Just went right past it. It's called "At Long Last Can Liberty Loving Defeat Fear Mongering." This is I write in here. I'm hopeful, but I'm not all convinced that fear mongering is on its way down for the count. Fear mongering is a hallmark of Republican politics that the Democrats have willingly gone along with in recent years, giving little more than lip service to liberty. In mid-February, approximately 20 Senate Democrats joined with Republicans in passing a corporate amnesty and domestic spying bill. The two presidential candidates didn't bother themselves to show up for this all-important vote, nor have taken a stand on it, which doesn't give me confidence that either will resist the temptation of executive power grabbing if they were to get into office. Anyway, it's now up to the House of Representatives to kill this thing. The following article gives me hope that fear-mongering is back on its heels. We're going to need to persistently go on the offensive to put it to the map. There's an article by someone named Tim Jones, and the name of the article is Anonymous GOP Operatives Surprised That Fear-Mongering Isn't Working. And I'll read just a little bit of it, and I'll have a link in the sidebar so you can read the rest when you get ready. Deceptive exploitation of Americans' fears of terrorism has been a central weapon in the GOP's campaign to prevent phone companies from being held accountable for law-breaking. 2 weeks ago, EFF looked at the evidence and concluded that this strategy would fail to sway voters. Today, events have borne that prediction out. From the subscriptions-only Congress Daily newsletter, House Republicans attempt to gain political traction against Democrats on the delayed overhaul of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. And they aren't having the impact that the GOP operatives had hoped for. Despite past political success pushing it as a national security issue, Republicans and Democratic lawmakers and senior aides said privately that they are surprised by the limited response. It's almost got no traction, said one senior aide to a Democratic lawmaker. The chief of staff to a Southern Republican added, "We're not hearing much of anything on FISA. Clearly, it is something folks are concerned about, but I thought it would have been a bit louder." The strategy hasn't just failed, it may even be backfiring. Rep. Carla Shea Porter of New Hampshire opposed immunity and was a target of attack ads. According to Congress Daily, Shea Porter said such attacks have resulted in hundreds of phone calls, but she dismissed them as a problem. Once we explained to people that FISA is in effect, they got upset that they were being misled. And the point on this is the Republicans are trying to say because the Protect America revisions were allowed to expire, that now we've gone dark. We can't do what we need to do to protect America right now. We've gone dark, which is just a lie. By Mike McConnell's own estimation, who's a member of the Bush administration, I forget his exact title, but he's over a lot of the spying. He said himself that all of the FISA warrants that were already in effect when the Protect America Act expired in mid-February, all those warrants are still in effect for a full year, not to mention that the fact that FISA allows for surveillance on foreign terrorists. That's why it's the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. And you can start spying on them without a warrant. You just have to get a warrant within 72 days, but you can start spying immediately. That's already been in effect. And so the Protect America Act, the Democrats wanted to extend it for 3 weeks so they could keep working on it. It was the Republicans who said that they would not vote for it, and George Bush said that he would veto it. So it was the Republicans who defeated the Protect America Act for being extended for 3 more weeks, so it would still be in effect right now. And then they whine and complain that, oh, we're going dark. Well, if we really were going dark, then the Republicans are to blame because they're the ones who defeated the extension. Obviously, they don't really believe that we're going dark. They're just upset because they're not going to get amnesty for their corporate bosses, which is what they really want out of this revision of the Protect America Act that the House Democrats did not go along with, even though they did go along with it in the Senate. So that's what that's all about. Anyway, I'll have all these links in the sidebar, and you can check all that out. I just hope everybody will get on board who wants to maintain some semblance of freedom, who thinks that there should be some respect for the Constitution, and that the government shouldn't be able to just do whatever they want. And all the people who talk about the rule of law and how important that is, how can you then tell corporations that they can violate the law at will and have complete immunity and amnesty for willful knowing crimes, which is what they committed? We cannot allow the investigation to be cut off. So I hope everybody will email, call, postal mail, fax their own representative from their district, but also hit up the House leadership and let them know that you'll support them in standing up against this power grab and this infractions on our freedoms. There is no freedom in tyranny. You cannot be free. There is no safety in tyranny. They keep telling us that they're taking away our freedom and liberty to give us safety. You're not going to be safe under tyranny. It's impossible to be safe when you're living under tyranny. Those are absolutely juxtaposed positions. It cannot be. You are not free when you're ruled by tyrants, and we cannot allow more power to be put into the hands of the government that continually violates our Constitution. Hope people will stand up, contact your own representative, and contact the House leadership, the people negotiating the bill, the people who have the power to bring a bill to the floor, to let them know you support them if they stand up and do the right thing. All right, then I'm out with this one. I'll get back with y'all next time. Again, I'm at www.black